How you doing? Well, tonight's video is very simple and straightforward. We're going to talk about workspaces and how to maneuver around them. Now, this all depends on what you specialize on. So what you're going to do is you're going to open your Photoshop, any file. Let me just open this one. It doesn't need to be a file per se, I'm just saying. So this is my workspace. Let me show you. You can either come here on this workspace icon, or you can come on this little arrow that points down, click, or you can just click the icon, right? Either way. This one is mine. I presetted it. As you can see, TL space. This is my space. I specialize on, well, everything. I literally design anything. So I had to make my own workspace, okay? But I'm gonna show you how you can do your own workspace in a short while. Just let's look at the other workspace that are already set up. So come up here, or come up here in this little icon. So the first one we're going to look at is a 3D workspace. 3D workspace would give you a timeline, as you can see down here, timeline, in case you want to also do 3D animations, you know? So you're going to get a timeline. And remember, you got different tools for every workspace. Different tools for every workspace. As you can see here, I got a little short of tools, you know, because 3D doesn't need a lot of tools, you know. And then over here, as you can see, they ignored the layers and they went to the 3D stuff, right? As you can see, 3D postcard, extrusion, and all that. Because you're not going to be using a lot of layering in these toggles, right? So without any waste of time, let's keep going. Now, if you specialize on 3D, you're going to use this one. Great. Let's see graphics and web. Graphics and web, well, it's going to be a little more advanced, just like the 3D one. As you can see, the tools are different now, right? Now, graphics and web is more for, you know, doing a lot of graphics and stuff like that. And for website, as you can see, you got characters, you got paragraphs and glyphs, you know, just website stuff, you know, website stuff. And they got just layers down here, okay, on these panels. They got just layers, right? Because it's just most for graphics and website. So if you're an advanced person, this is your workspace, right? Great. Now, motion, this is for video. Now, when I tell people that Photoshop can design or edit videos, they look at me crazy. But here it is. You can literally edit videos on Photoshop. And this is the workspace for that. Okay? It's called motion, right? As you can see, you got a different, well, not so much different from the regular workspace tools. But then you got the timeline, obviously. You're gonna need a timeline, and you're gonna get channels and layers, and you're not gonna get a lot here unless you put it yourself. And then you're gonna, let me show you something. If I say create timeline, as you can see, I got timeline, I got all these layers over here, right? Then I can adjust them however I feel. See that? I can adjust them however I feel, and I can play the video. But this one is not a video, so it's gonna be a still video, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's it. But it's a video. You can literally design a video, upload a video, and then carry on. Great. Control Z, go back. Let's continue. You got painting. Now, if you're more of a painter, right? As you can see, you got a more of a colors panel, you know, color swatches. You know, you got navigator, and you got, you know, all this coloring boards and all that. You got brushes. Of course, you got to deal with a lot of brushes because this is a painting workspace, all right? And you're gonna get a layer because everything sort of needs layers, right? Channels, but that's, you know, that's a little different. Now, if you take a look at the tools panel, right? The tools panel, we have a lot of brushes, you know, like, you know, brush tool, pencil tool, and you're gonna have color replacement tool, you're gonna have a mixer tool, you know, mixer brush, and all kinds of brushes, history brush, you know, just because it's a painting canvas, if you get what I'm saying. Eraser is right there in your face, and blur tool, you know, for painting. You know, if you do digital painting, you just come right here on the painting workspace. Photography. Now, photography is very simple. It's more of like Adobe Lightroom. You know, if you take photography and you want to edit your photography, you just come here and then you just start. You know, they're just gonna give you a fair and simple workspace. You know, so you're not gonna feel like everything is overwhelming to you. So this is what you're gonna get. So just start editing your photography, and you know, that's it. It's very simple. It's very welcoming. It's very set up. Okay, for photographers. Photographers are not designers, so they're not gonna have a lot of things. Layers, yeah, you're gonna get layers because you know you might need some few layers, but you're not gonna use a lot of layering. If you get what I'm saying. Great. Now let me show you how you can create. Okay, now you got reset, right? If you click reset, you're gonna reset this whole thing to back where it was. For example, if I take this panel and move it right here, you see that? And I take this panel and I move it right here in the middle, and now I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to put this back, because even if I try doing this, I just ruined it even more, right? So what you can do is just come back here and say reset, right? Reset photography. Click here, everything goes back to normal. See that? Great. Now you come here. All right, before I come here, let me come here, delete workspace. Well, delete workspace is very simple. Whatever workspace you're on, right? If you click, you see this tick right here, this little tick right here, right? If I click photography, I'm gonna get a tick right here. If I click motion, I'm gonna get a tick on motion, right? So back on photography. Now, if I have this tick right here on photography and I click delete workspace, that means I'm deleting photography. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm deleting the workspace, right? But don't delete any of these workspace. They are set up here for a reason. They're very good. Don't delete them. You can only delete the ones that you made, right? The ones that you preset, right? For example, let me show you how you preset your own, right? Like this one. This is mine, right? This is what I presetted. Let me show you how you can preset yours. You come down here on new workspace, and then you give it a title, right? And we're gonna call it blah 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 blah. Okay, blah blah blah. This is the name of our workspace, right? Blah blah blah, right? Now don't worry about all this, right? Don't worry about all this. Just save it, and then come back here. You can see where is it? Right here. Right here, blah blah blah, right? So this is the workspace, right? Now I can move and change a lot of things here, or let me just go reset it, right? Reset blah blah blah, but it's not gonna reset the way you think, because this is how it started, right? So even if I do this, and that, for example, let me just delete all of this. Let me just delete this, right? And I reset blah 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 right here, right? Reset blah blah blah, reset. Everything's gonna come back because this is how I made it. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. So if I want to delete blah blah blah, I'm gonna come here and delete, and then Okay, it's gonna delete blah 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 now, right? Or you can click down here and choose which one you want to delete, right? Which I could have done before. I don't know what's wrong with me, I'm sorry. So you can choose blah 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 or the new one that I just created, but it's gonna say active, so it's not gonna delete it when it's still active, right? So as you can see, I can't click it, right? So blah blah blah, I can delete blah blah blah, and that's it. Come back here, there's no blah blah blah, it's only this one, right? Now I want to delete this one because I'm not gonna use it, so I'm gonna click on 3D and then I'm gonna click delete workspace. It's gonna take me right on that one, but I can also change, right? Or you can just delete everything, every workspace, which I don't recommend you do. Don't do that. Click on this one and delete it, and that's it. Now you are back on the normal Photoshop preset, right? So now I'm gonna go back and create my workspace, which I deleted, and that's it. Now if you watch this far, that shows that you're very serious in this. Now, if you are really serious, subscribe and leave a comment that says voila or something like that. I don't know.